Hello, 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 friends. It is day 30 of my 30-day Facebook Live challenge. I'm Justin Guarini. I hope you're all having a wonderful night. Thank you so very much for watching. Hey, I love to ask at the beginning of every show for people to type into the comments where they're watching from. We've had people from all over the world. I would love to see where you're watching from. It's always fun to pop you up on the screen and to see where everyone is watching for. Hello, Mare. Welcome to the show. Hey, Kaylin. How are you? Welcome to the show. Somebody's watching the Flyers and you. Is that Mike? That might be Mike watching the Flyers and you. Sarah says, nice to see you again. Chris Hurtlines is 30. Chris Hurtline and I went to junior high together. Can you believe that? Many, many moons ago. Yes, that's right. 30 without a doubt. Whew. Indiana. As a married woman, congratulations. Hey, so let's see. Oh, Carolyn says Fremont, California. I love it. Georgia and Sarah Myers coming in from Georgia. Brooklyn in the house with Mare, and Kentucky with Monica. Thank you all so much for watching the show tonight. It is a pleasure to be here. Like I said, you can probably hear my dog barking downstairs. It is day 30, the final day, el final of my 30-day live challenge. And don't you worry about a thing. I will be back with more shows. They won't be every single day because whew, that's a lot of work, but I've had a lot of fun doing it, and I'm so happy that you've been here and watching it. By the way, as I always do at the beginning of the show, so I can get out of the way, if you're a performer, a singer, actor, a dancer, an artist, a sibling of an artist, a loved one, hey, won't you register for the Artist Mindset Mastery Facebook group? If you're on Facebook, it's above the video, and if you're on YouTube, it is below the video. Click that link and register for the group. Please make sure to answer the questions in there. I know Chuck will. Chuck is busy being a firefighter at the moment. He's usually producing these things, but I would really appreciate it if you would register for the Artist Mindset Mastery Facebook group, and let me tell you why. Because it is a group of phenomenal artists here, and let me give you a picture of it. Right there is the group. We are having wonderful conversations, not only about just surviving the COVID-19 crisis, but actually thriving through the COVID-19 crisis. And I went live today. I was over at my sister-in-law and brother-in-law's farm that they have, and my dog, for the very first time, jumped into that lake. As you can see, I was like, I hope he's gonna be okay. I was like, hey, but the doggy paddle evidently does work because he was absolutely fine. But this is a wonderful, wonderful group of people. I go live all the time in here. And like I said before, we're not only talking about surviving, but thriving throughout the COVID-19 shutdown and the crisis in our industry as well as in our world. As you can see, that's Nicole's welcome video. One of the things you do when you come in is you just tell me who you are, where you're from, some of your favorite performances. That's Allison Robertson right there. And as a part of that, some of my shows are broadcasting there, but as a part of being part of the Artist Mindset Mastery Facebook group, there's actually a training that I put in there, a free training called The Power of Questions. That's it right there. And it is a wonderful, wonderful training that is right in line with our Artist Mindset Mastery business. And it really just helps you to root out stories and behaviors and thoughts that don't serve you and plant seeds of success, thoughts that serve you, that help you to actually create better actions and better thoughts and just a better life in general, but especially when it comes to art and artistry and performing, singing, acting, dancing, writing. I know we have a writer here who watches very often, Jeanette. It is a very challenging industry that we've decided to be in, folks. And whether you're watching this as a performer or a non-performer, if you've ever had to get up in front of an audience and do anything, much less sing, act, or dance, you know what I'm talking about. So that is the Artist Mindset Mastery Facebook group. Won't you please register for that? I can't believe it. We are on day 30. 30. Whew. Today's show is titled Veni, Vidi, Vici. I came, I saw, I conquered, I was victorious. And it's really been an awesome ride. And I am so just so happy to see all of you here. And let me go back to the comments here. Raymond coming in from San Fran. All right. That's right. And then, of course, our friend Kyle says, if mind farming was a career, I'd be a pro farmer planting those seeds of success. That's right. I'm actually going to be on Kyle's show coming up on Tuesday, as a matter of fact. And so it is very, very exciting. Chuck just texted me, dude. I don't understand why. Maybe he just said dude. I don't know where he is, but he's maybe out on a call at the moment. But I'm going to be on the show with Kyle. It is Mimir Self Mastery Academy. And I'm excited to be on that show on Tuesday. It is very, very cool. I cannot complain. Woo! Let's see. Kalamazoo in the house from Robin. Now, look, for those of you who are not artists and you're watching, Ariana Rose Marie is not an artist in plays, but do want to join. Is that possible? Yes. I don't know how I would answer the questions. Well, answer them as best as you can, Ariana. Answer them absolutely as best as you can. It is okay to join the Artist Mindset Mastery Facebook group. If you are, if you like art, if you are thinking about picking up singing, acting, dancing, writing, art of any kind. And the reason why I called it Artist Mindset Mastery instead of singer mindset mastery or performer mindset mastery, dancer, whatever it is, because just in general, artists in general, I feel like we are more open, we are more vulnerable. People who are more inclined towards the arts just feel things a little bit deeper. It's part of our self-expression. Here comes Chuck. Here comes Chuck into the broadcast. He's actually in the firehouse. Chuck in the firehouse. You know what I'm going to do? Boom! I'm bringing him on just a second as he's gone. You just text me one word, dude, period.
Yeah, because I hadn't heard about the broadcast tonight.
No, I sent you a text or a Slack or something.
Did you?
Yeah.
I'm not getting your Slack things.
You need to unmute me. I think that's some passive aggressive stuff going on there, Chuck. We would have to have a chat.
I don't have anything for you.
Really?
No, I don't have a Slack for you.
So
let's not argue in front of the kids.
Yeah. No, let's not do that. But anyway, I did tell you that I was going to be doing it tonight. I spent the most of the day out with family, out at my sister-in-law and brother-in-law's farm that they have in Pennsylvania, and it was awesome. It was a great time. It was a really, really good time. So I don't know why I brought that.
I saved lives, so I mean,
you did save lives. Did you have any interesting saves today?
That
you can speak about because of
in all HIPAA compliance. No, I didn't have anything worth writing for our television show that we're going to sell. No, we're not really doing that.
That's so true. That's so true. But you are on your shift right now, and so I'm so glad. Hey, before I let you go, because the chief could walk in at any time, I do want to say
he's on leave. He's on.
I know. I'm just kidding. Yeah. I do want to say thank you in front of the kids, as you say. I want to say thank you so much for everything that you've done for the 30 days of Facebook Live, for me, for everyone out there. Let's see. There's some people who know Chuck's the dad. Wait a minute.
I think it's the mustache.
I could also be the dad. Hey, it's 2020, baby. So that being said, thank you very much for all that you have done for me, for everyone here. Andrea.
You know, when I was the lieutenant in communications, the squad of dispatchers, I had two. Thank you, Robin. I had an Andrea and an Adriana.
Oh,
so, and they did everything. So I had to. They were both on the same squad. So I would call one the other, and but it was tough to keep the Andrea and even now Andrea and Adriana.
Yeah, but the thing is that I never know. You know, when you see it there, like. It could be Andrea for all we know. It could be Andrea.
Right.
So yeah.
Can she spell it? Can she make a comment
phonetically? Oh, so for day 30, yes, for day 30, we would have it just phonetically. I will say it correctly on this. The final
if you can put it phonetically in the comments, somehow let us know where the emphasis should be.
Emphasis
should be on Andrea or Adriana.
Right.
Or Andrea.
It just definitely wouldn't be Adriana. We know we can rule out Adriana.
It's not. Yeah, it's clearly not Adriana. But yeah.
Cheers. So that being said, everyone is just so grateful to you, not only for what you do here, but let's see. Here it is. Andrea. There we go. The mystery is solved. Andrea. And the alternate saying is alternate pronunciation is Liza with a Z, not with an S. Perfect.
Right.
Thank you, Brad. Thank you very much, Brad. So that being said, thank you, Chuck.
You're welcome.
You have been absolutely awesome, and to say the very least. And even so there was one day where you're like, hey, what are we doing for the show tonight? I was like, oh my gosh, I forgot we have it was like 20 days in too. I was so wild in the house. Everything was going so crazy that
I have to say hello to my sister-in-law.
Oh, look at that. Hey, that's awesome.
And my adorably cute niece, Amelia.
Amazing. Well, that's cool. I'm so glad that they're watching. We've got family watching here.
Yeah.
Jeez. Now look at this. Now, Robin, and this is part of the reason why I didn't actually pronounce your last name. Yes, it's Coopers, not Queppers or Kleppers. Lovely.
So here's a lesson. Here's an appropriate lesson, though. Let's see, we can transition this because I'm gonna milk my way to stay on the show.
Let's do that.
If you're going into an audition and you're meeting people, do you do the George Costanza of, can I spell your last name properly, or can I pronounce your name? How do you handle going into a casting thing and addressing people and you're like, I don't know what the hell this person's name is?
Well, that I can answer that question very directly when I say that when you walk into an audition room, you should know who's in the room. If you are fortunate enough to have an agent, you should ask them, hey, who's going to be in the room? What are their names, right? When you get a breakdown for an actual audition itself, normally they'll tell you that on the breakdown itself. But that being said, you should know who's in the room. That's part of one of the things that I love to teach is like ask either the casting director, or if you don't have an agent, ask your agent. But if you don't have an agent, ask the person before it's your turn. The person who comes out is like, Jane Smith here. Say, excuse me one second. Hey, just so I know, who are the people that are in the room? What are their names? Oh, it's John so-and-so. Yeah, just so you have it in your brain, right? Not that you're going to say, hello, John so-and-so. Hello. But if it were to come up, at least you know, who is in the room, so you're not walking into the situation blind. Right. And if there were to be a name that needed to be spoken, then yes.
Well, you don't want to go in there and be like, hey, you.
Right. Yeah, exactly. That is the one thing you definitely want to avoid. Okay, man. Well, thank you, Chuck. Thank you for that wonderful transition to Artist Mindset Mastery.
Go
back to this guy.
Still hidden under the live.
No, that's right. Yeah, exactly.
On the platform you're on.
What is it? Artist? I can't quite tell. So anyway, that being said, thanks, Chuck. I appreciate you as always. That was Chuck Faustine. For those of you who don't know, he is not only my business partner, my friend, but also the man behind the curtain with the mustache behind the curtain who produces Ray's into it. Nice mustache right there. Yes, he also is a producer for not only this show, but many of the other things that we have coming up and rolling out in the Artist Mindset Mastery Facebook group, as well as the Artist Mindset Mastery universe. There is a 7-day Artist Mindset Mastery Challenge, as well as a 90-day program that we have rolling out there. But hey, make sure that you register for the group. We have a bunch of free content, lots and lots of value in there, lots of wonderful people in the community, as well as some paid programs that are coming over the next few weeks. I am so excited. Okay, so like I said before, we're at about 14 minutes here. I just wanted to put a nice little bow on my 30 days Veni, Vidi, Vici. I came, I saw, I conquered, I was victorious. And at the end of all this, I recognize that I am already thinking, what is next? And that is one of the challenges in my life and my career. It is not literally stopping and smelling the roses and just taking a look back at what I have accomplished. And so some of the points to ponder for tonight are they're very, very simple, and I'll go through them relatively quickly. First, when I think about well, my dad's calling me. I'm on the live, Dad. When I think back to, okay, I just completed something that I've worked really hard on, or that I have really just put my everything into, whatever that is, I always have to remind myself to just take a moment and to do a couple of different things. One is dispassionately assess, and before I go, I spelled this with one S. I had to look it up. Don't spell assess with one S at the end, or else it's asses, which I learned. But I want to dispassionately assess where it is that I've been. Now, this is a big and important word right here. Dispassionately assess, right? When it comes to looking back at the end of a long journey, whether that be a literal journey or a spiritual, mental, physical, whatever that is, journey, dispassionately assessing where you were versus where you are now is a really great way and a great start to really taking it in. It's been a challenge for me. Even at the end of this 30 days, I think, oh, it's 30 days. Okay, great. Now I got to, we have some programs to roll. But no, I have to stop myself and say, wait. You, for a month straight, 30 days straight, went live every single night. It wasn't pre-recorded. It wasn't anything. You went live and you spoke not only about stories, but you did some trainings. You had some guests. You brought in comments, and you just feel all this stuff that was just live. That was, and I got to be honest with you, Chuck and I didn't plan a lot of this. Right? We kind of thought, okay, what are we going to do tonight? We were always thinking the day of what we would do, and it was just not this thing where we just made it easy on ourselves and planned 30 days in advance. No, we just went the day of. Sometimes I was like, look, I'm just going to make this one an easy one. It's been a hard day. I'm going to go do a little walk and talk. I'm going to do something like that. And then it ended up just morphing into so much more. But the fact that I was able to do that, and if I look back and I say, okay, think back to day one when I was literally just sitting with my phone, just like, just talking into the phone. And then we decided to go with StreamYard, and now we have all these banners and the ticker below that says join my new Facebook group and all these things. We hadn't even opened the Artist Mindset, including Lil Sweet up there. We hadn't even opened the Artist Mindset Mastery Facebook group here. That was something that we just opened and that we had just put together. And of course, you can't see it right now because I was scrolling up too fast. But that wasn't even a thing 30 days ago. And yet now here we are at the end of our 30 days. We have this group of people in there. There's a wonderful number of folks in there. And it's just interesting to look back without being overly emotional about it, which is why I say dispassionately assess where you were. And so for everyone, for all of us, I would love for us to take the example of the fact that we are almost at September 1st. It is, August 30th. And think back to the very first day of the shutdown. Think back to when you first heard we are going to you have X amount of days before we just got to stay inside. I can tell you my story. I walked around in a fog. I had no idea what I was doing. What left, right, up, down didn't make any sense to me. Our children had to almost immediately go to an online because schools had closed, all of these things. And I was just like, I don't know what to do. And that happened for a couple of weeks until one day I was just hit threshold and I was just like, I got to do something. And then from there, I began to do with Chuck a show called So It Happens Now. Oh, can I do something really quickly? I just want to do the intro from that show. It's been so long since I've seen it. Yeah. That was it. That was the old So What Happens Now from the Community of Hope, which is still a wonderful community. I should check in a little bit more often for those of you who are watching from the Community of Hope. I still think about you. I really, literally, I see and comment on the things that are going on inside that group for sure. And so that was a really great show that I put together and Chuck put together. And, we had guests on there, Misha Collins, I think. Who else did we have on there? Good grief. We had a bunch of different people show up on that show. Wonderful guests, actors, as well as I think was Rachel on that show? Chuck, was Rachel on that? I'm not quite sure. No, Rachel wasn't on that show. But anyway, we had a bunch of wonderful people from all different walks of life joining us on that show. And so what I say, and I'm not going to go through the whole litany of everything that's happened between now and then, but I will say that I am here at August 30th, and I just look back over the entirety of what I have gone through, what my family has gone through, and how we have innovated and adjusted and imperfectly made the best out of this situation. And so to be able to really take in the win from your journey, in this case, my 30-day journey, it's lovely to be able to go back and just dispassionately, without, oh, I did this wrong, or that was good, whatever, just go back and look at the facts. And more often than not, the facts will show you that, man, you really made it through something. You did a great job. How does everybody feel about this? Let's see. Yeah, right. Yeah, that's right. That's right. I forgot the Community of Hope has that text. It was fun texting with you and chatting with you during the pandemic, says Brad. Absolutely. Yeah, it was fun. Andrea says, Misha, love that, Misha Collins. That's it. So, yeah, it was a lot of fun for sure to go back and do that. And so dispassionately assessing your wins and your victories and the ups and the downs really helps you to take in the victory at the end of a long journey. Another one, and it goes with dispassionately assessing, but being kind to yourself. When I think about just the past 30 days, much less the entirety of 2020, pretty much, I just think, wow, I have not done things the way I wanted to. I thought I would. Certainly far from perfection. At the end of the day, being kind to myself and being kind to yourself is so, so important. There is no room for perfection. It's a myth. Sorry. It's an absolute myth. There are mistakes that you have made along the way. There are mistakes that we have all made along the way. And it starts, being able to take in your victories starts with being kind to yourself. But I do put that ellipsis there, that ... Be firm, right? Don't give yourself a complete and total utter pass, right? An utter pass, an utter and complete and utter pass. It's good to be kind to yourself, but also be firm and say, okay, I can go back and I can dispassionately assess what has gone right and what has gone wrong. I can be kind to myself, but okay, I can look back and now it's time for me to course correct. It's one of my favorite ways of fixing the mistakes, right? Making sure you don't repeat the mistakes, really, because some mistakes it can't be fixed, but it's just not repeating the mistakes, being kind, but being firm with yourself and saying, okay, I did this. It wasn't quite what I wanted it to be. That was a mistake. I'm going to not beat myself up for it, but I'm going to learn and not continue to do things like that in the future. Or I'm going to change and adjust and try and figure out something else that works. Last but not least, make the time to celebrate. Not take the time, not you might, make the time. That is the operative word. Make the time to celebrate. We often do not make the time to celebrate. We don't take the time to do a lot of things, but we very often don't make the time for our own celebration, to look back and to see what it is that we have done and to celebrate and to pat ourselves on the back. I mean, it's all good, right? Andrea, I'm my own worst critic, right? Being kind, but being firm, but also making the time to celebrate your wins, right? We can, for some reason, I don't know, for me, certainly, it's so easy for me to say what I've done wrong, right? To really beat myself up. It's so easy. It is not a challenge at all. Yet, just like you, Andrea, and you're right, it is very hard to be dispassionate about yourself. But that is a story. That's a story. I would encourage you to question that story. And if you are part of the Artist Mindset Mastery Facebook group, I have a wonderful training in there called The Power of Questions that will help you to take that story right there. It is very hard to be dispassionate about yourself. Is it? I don't know. I'd encourage you to question that. Lisa Nicole says, I dispassionately assessed after I just left a job after 12 and a half years, 2 weeks ago. I know, Lisa, I know that was a challenge for you. I remember you typing in how afraid you were to leave. I'd be very interested to see what you came up with there, for sure. And that's it right there. Elena, I always tell the kids at work that you are doing the best you can in the moment, but you also have to try and do better. Right, yeah. It's being kind, being firm, sure. And then for Robin Duckworth, Coopers, yes, scheduling the wins. Absolutely. Yeah. Schedule in a little time for yourself, for a win, for a victory. I mean, why not? Right? I mean, come on. It's a beautiful thing. So at the end of this little chit-chat about celebrating our wins, my question for you is, can you take a look back 30, 60, 90 days even and find a victory, no matter how small? And then how can you build on that success? How can you build on that victory? Just look back. Dispassionately assess where you've been. Be kind, but be firm with yourself and make the time to celebrate, which is really what the question here is all about. That's the one. Let's see. Boom. Lisa Nicole says, I need to make time to celebrate getting a new job that I just started waiting for many months now. Yes, Lisa, you were at a job 12 years. 12 years. That is safety. That is certainty. And then 2 weeks ago, in the middle of a shutdown or pandemic, I should say, you decide to switch lanes. You got a job. I mean, how many tens of millions of people applied for unemployment, are still unemployed? I am still unemployed, right? Technically, I'm still unemployed for sure. Celebrate that. Congratulations, right? Robin says, our self-talk can be positive or negative. We need to be positive. Absolutely. Sure. I think there's a time and a place for some negative self-talk. Might stop you from doing something unkind or untoward. Who knows? But absolutely, positivity. Yes. So that being said, I'm going to remove that question. Day 30, folks. Got Chuck, got me, got all of you in here. This has been really awesome. So Carolyn says, oh, this is a wonderful question. Carolyn, I'm not an actor, singer, writer, etc. I'm a chef. And I believe that maybe you are the one who said, hey, chef here. Maybe there was another chef. I want to know that your live shows, I want you to know that your live shows have been helpful. Once the virus calms down, I hope to get back into cooking for others. Yes, I appreciate you very much. Thank you so much, Carolyn. I appreciate you very much. Thank you. This has just been fun for me. And I really have to thank the Funnel Doc, really, for Jeff Bannock is his name, for really challenging me to do this. Just awesome. I would have never thought to do 30 days live like this, but Jeff Bannock, who is otherwise known as the Funnel Doc, said, hey, as a part of my program, I'm going to challenge you to a 30-day live. And originally this was Facebook, but now we have branched out to YouTube. We are currently broadcasting on 4 different Facebook places. And so this has just been absolutely awesome. I'm so excited to continue the work inside of the Artist Mindset Mastery Facebook group. If you have not registered for the Artist Mindset Mastery Facebook group and you are an artist of any sort, singer, actor, dancer, performer, writer, chef, whatever that may be, this is a really wonderful group of people, wonderful community of folks who are talking about not just surviving, but thriving, getting better, being better than we all were before the shutdown happened, and taking the time, that's me coming in live during one of my walks right there, taking the time to just work on our mindset as well as our skill set is something that tends to be overlooked. Right? We work on our skill sets, our singing, our acting, our dancing, our writing, our cooking. And yet the mindset, the foundation of all of that is mindset. right? The attitudes that we bring. And there's Allison Robertson's welcome video. When you join the group, I ask you to just post a quick little 2-minute video letting us know who you are, introducing yourself to the group. And it serves a couple of different purposes, not only just introducing you to the group, but also getting you used to being on the camera. Because if you are a performer of any sort, I don't care if you're a writer or a chef or whatever it is, listen, get used to being on the camera. There's Raymond Lawson's fantastic intro video right there. I'll just give you a little bit of it. This is an artist for sure. But as my gift to you for registering for the group is a little training that is called The Power of Questions. And it is all about mindset and rooting out negative, defeating beliefs and replacing those beliefs with seeds of success and growth and things that actually empower you for sure. Oh, Starla, you didn't miss me. I'm here. Look at how many kids you've got, Starla. Are those all of your children? My goodness, Starla, congratulations and bless you. Jeffrey M. Bannock, that's right. Truly a great human being and a coach. I can say that from personal experience. I'm part of the Funnel Accelerator coaching program, and it is part of the reason why I'm here doing this, part of the reason why I am rolling out some of the programs that I am rolling out later on. And it has been a big deal. It's been wonderful. Congratulations. Thank you very much, Kristen Diff Kane. Hello. I think, Kristen, were you on one of our shows? Yes, you were. You were on something. There was something live that we did with you, Kristen, and I appreciate you watching. Thank you so very much. 30 days. I can't believe it. Thank you. Thank you. Mel, this group and groups. Wonderful. Thank you very much, everyone. I appreciate it. You guys are awesome. I'm going to miss doing this every single night. I'm going to both miss and not miss doing it every single night because of the stress and the pressure, but I am certainly going to miss seeing all of you and your wonderful comments. But hey, we get to keep on going. We get to keep having the party. If you register for the Artist Mindset Mastery, but not just if you register for that. Yes, without a doubt, you were on the show there, Kristen, for sure. So the bulk of lives, the bulk of the conversation is going to move into the Artist Mindset Mastery Facebook group, but Chuck and I are planning on coming back here to the various Facebook pages and the YouTube page to check in. Drop a little bit of knowledge, do a little bit of training, just do one of these things, not every single night, but maybe once a week, something like that. I think it's fun. Everyone has seemed to enjoy it. I have enjoyed it. And I can't wait to continue on and see the wonderful conversations that we have. A quick comment from Judy. Thank you for doing this. It has helped so much to get through this month better than previous months. Thank you. Good luck with Artist Mindset Mastery. You're a born teacher and doer. Loved hearing everything you shared. Thanks to Chuck too. Thank you very much, Judy. I really appreciate you and everything that you have done for me over the years. I can't even begin to thank you for that. Thank you, Brad from IG Lives, the texting, Facebook group. I'm trying to make it magical, my brother. Thank you very much. I appreciate all of you. This has been really wonderful. And so that being said, 33 minutes in, I was like, we're gonna make this sensible tonight. No, 33 minutes we've been going, but you are still here. You are still watching. I appreciate you. Thank you all so very much. This has been an awesome 30 days. It has been a challenge for sure, just thinking of different things. But, it has been awesome in the sense of I just have to, because I've made the commitment to you. I've made the commitment to myself. I have to keep not just coming up with stuff, but coming up with relevant stuff, things that make sense. And it has made me a better speaker and just more clear as I through things. I still have some work to do, but it is just clarified a lot of the things that I have really needed clarification on, both in Artist Mindset Mastery, because it's a brand new brand that I'm rolling out. But your questions, your comments, and all of your wonderful support has just helped to get me through this. I mean, I did a PowerPoint presentation the other day. I never thought I would do that live, but hey, we did it. It was fun. I had a great time. I hope you got something out of it. So that being said, as I wrap this one up, Veni, Vidi, Vici, I came, I saw, I conquered. The question that I do want to leave you with, because we have all gone on this journey together for 30 days, whatever journey you're at the end of, or if you're nearing the end of a journey, or if you ended a journey a little while ago, whatever that may be, or even if you just want to say, I'm here now, 5-6 months into this shutdown, depending upon where you live. Here's a good question you can ask yourself. Can you take a look back 30, 60, 90 days ago and find a victory, no matter how small that victory may be? And then how can you build on that success? 2 questions in one. Look for the victory and then ask yourself, how can I build on that success? For sure, right? Without a doubt. Hey, Starla, if I happen to come back, GA, get it? Yeah, sure, why not? Come on. I'll bring the family. The next time I'm coming down there, I'd like to bring the family. As a matter of fact, my father just called me. I got to call him back. But yeah, for sure. It's been forever since I've seen you, Starla. Ty, thank you for everything you do. And thanks, Chuck. Thank you so much, Ty. I really appreciate it. Thank you to everyone. So that being said, this was day 30 of my 30-day live challenge. I appreciate you all. Thank you. I adore you. Thank you. This has been so much fun. So much stress and so much everything in between, but I have enjoyed it. You have really helped me to grow and to stretch. So I wish you all the best. I hope that you have a wonderful September. To those parents who have children going back to school, oh my goodness, I just knocked over my whiteboard. To those parents who have children going back to school, I feel your pain. Tomorrow, I've got to go pick up all of the electronic equipment that we are very fortunate to be being assigned in my county, in my school district. So that being said, I wish all of you a wonderful, happy, healthy rest of this year. I will be seeing you inside of the Artist Mindset Mastery Facebook group, which you can register for above this video if you're on Facebook, below if you're on YouTube. And I will be back here in the various Facebook and YouTube pages. And I cannot wait to commune with you again, to have conversations with you like this, like the ones we've had over the past 30 days. I really appreciate all of you. Thank you very much. Have a wonderful night. And I'm so honored and blessed to have been with you for the past 30 days. All right. Take care, everybody.